Welcome back to Chalkboard Academy, the show where three friends talk fantasy football, argue rankings, and then try to help you win your leagues while also knowing that we do not know everything.
If you're into fantasy football discussions, mock drafts, hot takes, and sometimes a lot of bit of chaos, you're in the right place.
If you like what you hear or don't like what you hear, comment, like, subscribe, share the show. Appreciate it.
Alrighty, let's get straight into it. Derek, what's the news looking like?
Well, we gotta start with one of the craziest days in fantasy football, like drafts, with what happened to Ashton Genty. Um, that that whole thing is odd. But to get into it, if you didn't hear, Ashton Genty at what first seemed like was going to be a major injury, turned out it was just an ankle sprain, and it's a low ankle, not high ankle, and not long term at all. So
It's
Mike
good. He was
Washington has
clear.
been getting first team reps for now, while Genty is coming back. Week one is in question, but other than that, it's I don't know. I mean, like, the way some of his ADP has been sliding has been really weird, but I'm still fine taking him right where he is.
Yeah, right now is it
It's an
ADP?
ankle sprain.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
I
Man,
can't
Better
that
believe
be.
was
some
also
people.
objectively hilarious that they had a prayer circle and everything out for him off of just a sprained
That
ankle.
was
Hilarious.
just a weird time.
Yeah, so he hasn't moved much, but he slid down 3 spots from
Okay,
last
that sounds
time.
right.
So
Hmm,
now
I can't
he's
believe some
first.
people were getting him in the fourth round. That's just crazy.
That's what
Yeah,
my dad had, like, an insane draft because he was drafting on that day and got Genty in the fifth.
that is
Like,
just
what?
stupid.
He sent. Hold on, let me. Where he sent me his squad is actually kind of nasty. But we'll get into that after. Let me keep pushing through this news here. We got anything else we want to say about Mr. Genty or Mike Washington?
I will
No, I
say,
mean,
I
I
think
love.
Mike Washington is a fairly reasonable handcuff. Just he's got a good skill set. I would kind of group him with maybe like the Blake Corums in that area.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
it. I think he's got pretty good upside. I mean, dude was a stud coming out of Arkansas, so we'll have to
Has
see.
anybody? Have we seen,
Yeah,
like, the
look at
video? Is
this
there
testing
anything?
from him also. Like, dude was just a blue chip
And
prospect coming
Bo's a
out of
big
Alabama.
dude too, 6'2", 230. Damn.
Yeah, he's a monster. Running a 4.33. Imagine that. Horrifying.
Where did he come out of?
Arkansas.
Oh, word. Yeah,
I've got all this
he is a
linked now.
monster, man.
If you check the
Okay.
website,
Anyways,
college is here,
Christian
and then you can
McCaffrey
check the
returned
combine.
to team drills after nearly 3 weeks of out with tightness. Obviously, it's encouraging that he's back, but they're still gonna manage his workload in camp. I think he'll be fine for week one. I mean, barring anything crazy. So yeah, there's not really much to say. I think we already got him pretty high up. He's at fifth, and I don't see that changing for any reason.
So it's just
Hallelujah. I
he's one
have
of the
so many
guys that I'm
shares
like,
of him. I have too many
you can
shares of him.
have him.
I need him healthy.
I have so much respect for him. 30 years old though, dealing with tightness, dealing with the substation. I'm good. I mean, I have him ranked seventh, but realistically, if he dropped to me at 10, I still don't think I'm touching him.
All right, moving on. Kittle got activated from the PUP, and it's obviously definitely ahead of schedule on his Achilles tear. So from this, from what I hear, is he's trending towards a return before week 5. Week 1 is definitely still possible though.
Mm-hmm.
Which, again, for where he's going at, like, tight end 8, 9,
Yes.
9. Yeah, he's at 9 in our rankings. Which, even if you miss 2 games of George Kittle, I'm perfectly happy with that.
Yep. He comes
I mean,
back.
like,
Fast
like
pass.
healthy Kittle. Like, if Kittle's fully healthy, he's probably wrapped in there with Laporta.
Yeah, I'd say so. Right around there with Kraft,
So
Laporta, Fanon.
yeah, he's definitely where he's going is fair. But again, still to monitor. We'll see when he does come back. Because even when he does, probably be slow at first. You know, he is coming back early from an Achilles tear. That's insane. But okay, moving on. Puka is still sidelined. Again, it seems like the Rams are prioritizing week 1. There's not really much else to say on that, unless obviously if he gets suspended, which is still up in the air. Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. It feels like him and Josh Jacobs. They're just like, oh, they might be suspended, and then they don't say anything. It's like, come on, give us something to go off of here.
Okay, where was I? My fault. See. Laporta, it says his hip injury is now legitimate week 1 concern, although he did return to practice. So I I don't really know what to make of that. The fact that it says they returned to practice, I don't understand why an injury would be stop keeping him out of the game if he's already back. But I don't know.
Yeah,
Keep something to monitor.
well, I follow so many like doctors on this. I wonder if they have any pulled up here, where one of the doctors that reported on him was essentially thinking that it was a flare up from his hernia that he had earlier. So the hip itself isn't actually damaged, but it's like one of those pointer pains where there's a pinched
Okay.
nerve or something. So if it becomes bad enough, or if another area starts to hurt, they might want to go back in there and do surgery, which could then be season ending.
I see. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
For anybody who was scared after seeing Jamar Chase go down, he said he's perfectly fine. Obviously, we saw him up and walking it off. So, from what I can tell, he's just fine, and it was just another scare.
I heard he was trying to even go back into practice. They just held him out.
Yeah. Okay.
sorry,
That's
I
kind of what
completely zoned out. Who?
Jamar Chase,
Oh yeah, I heard it
like
was just a
twisting his
hyperextended
knee or
knee.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, do you see the video?
Yeah.
I bet the corner that was guarding him shit himself. Honestly,
Oh, I bet, yeah. Star player starts when it goes
Calvin
down. You're like, oh, I'm good.
Calvin Austin tore his ACL and is out for the season, unfortunately. But now this does open up, maybe was he wide receiver 2 or 3 there? He's 3, right?
opens up a spot for Malachi Fields for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He was on the Giants. I think he was the wide receiver
Fields
too there.
honestly also does for for Odell Beckham. He's looking
Oh my
good,
goodness, yeah.
kind of.
33 years old, man. He's coming in. Man, I don't know.
He's still got it. He's still got it. No, I
Yeah,
have
because
no
Kelvin
idea.
Austin was the slot receiver there.
So yeah, I mean, it might open up something depending how good that Giants offense is. I mean, that'd be a lot of mouths to feed if you're grabbing what basically is just a slot player. Um,
Yeah,
but you
I
never
think
know. That could turn into something more depending how that player does. So.
I think just at the end of the day, all that's really going to affect is Malik Neighbors is going to get more targets.
Yeah,
And Isaiah
there's gonna
Likely,
be
I
a whole lot
believe.
of
Probably.
whole
I
lot of
heard he wasn't doing too hot in training camp though.
I heard kind of some mixed things, but I don't know.
Yeah.
There's something on Josh Jacobs today, right? Or was that yesterday or something?
No, that was yesterday. The GM speaking on it.
Oh,
Essentially, the GM was like, "Yeah, we're preparing for if he does get suspended or not, and we have
I
like enough positional strength or something."
I remember the quote just being just completely pulled out of context. I think I saw the exact tweet. I
Yeah, they're
think they're literally
prepared for the
saying they're like
suspension.
they asked him like what if he gets suspended, and they're like we're gonna figure it out. It wasn't like them saying he thinks he's gonna be suspended.
Yeah, they
They
were
just
just
like straight
prepared
up
for it.
asked him.
Yeah,
So
you're still high on him.
yeah,
13, number 30th overall.
I just don't think anything is gonna happen. I mean, like his actual civil case has been pushed back to next year.
Mm,
And I mean, I know the NFL is doing their own investigation, but I can't remember a time where that's a lie. I was about to say where somebody was not found guilty but then suspended by the NFL.
yes.
Um, I don't know. I mean, I still have him there because like for where he's going, I like even if he is missing a couple games, I still don't mind the like where I would take him. Um, just because that's kind of in an area where there's not anybody really that I really love anyway. So I'd rather
Yeah,
take a chance on a guy that could be a running back one.
mid third round. Yeah, I don't mind that. Fair.
And yeah, I truly don't think he's gonna get suspended. If he does, oh well. I'm dumb, but that
I need to
wouldn't be
move up
surprising.
ETN as we speak. I can't believe I have him all the way down at 50. That's crazy.
All right. Is there anything else I really want to hit? Uh, oh, I guess Carolina for the Brooks believers. Carolina said if Trevor Hubbard's healthy week one, there's going to be a committee back, which is both good and bad. I mean, it's good that like they're even saying it's going to be a committee instead of just Chuba. Um,
Yeah,
I don't know. You just gotta hope that he's gonna win it from him, but
you
that's
think
not.
so?
This is unfortunate for me as a Rico Dowdle truther. Um, Rico Dowdle and Jalen Warren are both being used as a near even split. So this is just kind of I don't know from what I'm hearing is kind of being more like a true timeshare rather than one player kind of winning the job, which it was never going to be, like 80% rush share or something like that, just on one of them. But you're hoping to like maybe get like 60, 70 each. I don't know what it's going to actually look like when they say both are being used at a near even split. If that is, you know, like one of the guys getting the red zone carries or goal line carries or whatever it is, and the other guys is getting like 3 down back. Oh, I don't know. I still like Rico out of the two. I think he's definitely better, but yeah, I don't know. Thoughts, feelings, opinions.
I don't know, man. The AFC East is always just gross. It's just
Yeah,
like they just exist, man. Or that's North. Yeah.
yeah, that's North.
AFC North is just gross. It's like the Steelers, and they have a new head coach, even though I don't know how different
I mean,
that
it's
play calling's going to be.
uh,
Ah, I just haven't really been touching any of their running backs. Not that they'll be bad. I bet they'll be consistent as ever, but
Steelers.
yeah. Yeah.
I would say, well, to your AFC North, every other team has a true one back.
Yep.
Then it's just the Steelers. I mean, you got a division with Derrick Henry, Chase Brown, and Judkins, and then
Yep.
we're talking about Rico Dowdle versus Jalen Warren.
It's like
The
holy mid off. Goodness gracious.
Steelers have been like that for just a while. That like whole offense has been like I don't even know who to take, when to take about any Steelers player.
Yeah.
The last guy that I liked to take from the Steelers offense was probably Antonio Brown.
Yeah, I'm like Le'Veon Bell, Antonio Brown. Like, who else even have I liked?
And then
Muth for like a
literally nobody.
season.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we got one season of move.
Yeah. Oh, I guess we had Juju
Yeah.
that one year.
Oh yeah. I'm like forgetting. Like there's somebody that I remember actually being hold on. Why am
Did
I
you hit
forgetting?
Jaden Higgins?
Didn't we hit that last week?
I can't remember if we did or not.
Hmm.
I'm
Yeah, we
pretty
did.
sure
We
we
did.
did. That
Thank
happened like on
goodness.
Wednesday. Okay, let's see. We are spending too much time on some of these. Let me just fire off a couple things. Stribling had a huge preseason. Awesome.
Typical.
Jacoby Lane has been a camp standout and is I guess it just says could challenge, not currently challenging Rashad Bateman for the wide receiver too. I could definitely see him overtaking him. I mean Bateman. Even I watched a lot of Rashad Bateman in college and a lot of Rashad Bateman now, and I wish I didn't. Oh, I wish I
Yeah.
didn't the now part. It just hasn't been great for him.
Oh, Kayshon Boutte moved.
That's
Hmm.
Trade
right.
that could be
Where did he
relevant.
go?
He is now on the Texans.
That is correct.
So yeah, I guess I don't know if we talked about. I didn't talk about it enough, but Jaden Higgins goes down. I thought for a while that was going to bump up Dalton Schultz stock quite a bit, but now that Bootie's there, it just makes all of it a little more gross. It's like I don't know if I
Yeah.
want to draft any other player there besides Monty or Nico.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
I've
just don't
actually
think
heard
that
some
there's
decent things about Woody. Can't lie to you.
I like
Woody's
them
a
as a
dog.
receiving back, but man,
I heard it's supposed to be more of like a 60-40 split,
I can
I
leaning
hope so.
Monty's way.
Mm-hmm.
So late in drafts, he might not be a horrible target.
no.
That makes sense. I'm like, let's go through
All
it
right.
here. Recently, also Michael Penix might start over Tua because Tua's been so bad. I saw that.
It
Deshaun
is
Watson's
rough.
officially named the starter. Crazy. Who
Yeah.
else?
Did you see the conspiracy about why Deshaun got named the starter?
Yeah.
Because they like start the year on the road against two like tougher teams, and then they'll be like, "Oh, you know what? He's getting benched. Bringing Shador for their home opener."
Yeah.
The
I wouldn't even be
sacrifice.
surprised if that's the case. Oh,
Like,
I guess
realistically,
another one. Ryan Thomas was practicing non-contact today.
type. Nice.
I don't know why. I think that's really the
His
chest stuff.
shoulder injury. He landed on his
AC
shoulder
joint.
weird.
Oh,
It's not supposed to be anything too major though.
I hope not. Joe Milton looks as good as ever. He's got to be the next Malik Willis. I don't know how he hasn't been given a chance yet. I don't know if I preached to you guys about him yet, but I yapped my dad's ear off about how much I love him. But yeah, I think he's got real opportunity.
He's
Yeah,
got
Okay.
cannon.
I can just rip through the last couple of things I want to talk about. We don't even need to talk about it. It's just updates mostly.
Yeah, please do.
Um, Bucky is expected to handle significant runner/receiver workload. They say he's fully healthy. For Quinshon Judkins is back at practice. Cleveland's still managing him cautiously, but he's obviously gonna be locked in as the early down back, and he's just the best. Probably, honestly, like the most talented player on that team. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's it.
Sweet.
Oh, Cornell Tate has not caught a pass through 2 games in preseason. Not
I don't want
great.
to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Jamar
Just
Chase
preseason.
also had a
Just
bad
preseason.
preseason. I saw Neighbors was saying Carnell Tate can't be a wide receiver one also. So I'm like, whatever. I'm Carnell Tate truther.
No, I still am. I was gonna be like, yeah, it's preseason. Don't overthink it.
Yeah, and then people are going back on Cam Ward now saying he's a bum. I'm like, you guys haven't watched any film if you think Cam Ward's bad.
That O line just still isn't great.
Yeah. Real bad for him.
All right. Yeah. If there's any news I missed, I apologize. We try to get you as much information as you can possibly get going into this. But yeah, if I do forget something, my fault. Um,
Good.
yeah, I mean, I think we went through about everything. Has anybody got anything more to add?
I'm good. No.
I think you hit
All
everything.
right.
All right,
All
you
right.
want to do the recap?
Yep. So then last night we had our first, well, I guess not first, but our more long running league. And this one you could keep 3 players minimum. So you had to keep 3 players, and that's what you see on the bottom here. These bottom 3 rows are everyone's required keepers. And then you could keep 5 additional, so up to 8 total. I kept 8 total with Rasheed Rice, James Cook, Bijan, Chase Brown, Tet, Ikbuka, Rome, and Fannin. Trevor kept T. No, no, he didn't.
Yep.
Ashton, CMC, Breeze. You did keep T?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is right. And then Derek just kept Henry, Waddle, and Pickens. So because we were doing a deeper keeper format, we had to do linear instead of just snake style. But let's go through here, Derek. You were before us, so
Yeah,
you can
can
start it
start us
off
out.
with the recap. What were your
Yeah,
thoughts?
so obviously I kept 2 wide receivers and Derrick Henry. And those wide receivers being Jalen Waddle and Pickens. Oh my goodness. And so it's just not looking like a great year for me, if I'm being completely honest. So starting out, I'm kind of firing on like 2 quick younger backs that still haven't put together like either a full season or of like their best ball, and I'm just hoping we get that. So I was taking chances on guys that I think could be um think I'm actually going to keep. That's why I took Judkins over Kyron Williams. Well, I took Bucky over Kyron Williams, and then Judkins also over Kyron Williams. I had a chance to draft him both times, and honestly didn't. Um, and yeah, I mean those
Mhm.
guys were just both running backs that I like. So but yeah, moving on. I already had 2 wide receivers, and Tucker Craft kind of fell. Not really like fell. I guess it's the 4th round. Um, but yeah, decided again. I think he's got a chance of being a guy if he does have a great season and puts it together. Another keeper. So we're just firing these off. And then yeah, Michael Wilson, Diggs, Stribling, all 3 of them. You guys, I think I have high upside. We saw Michael Wilson do it at the end of the year, last year. So why not? I mean, we're going for a second flex spot here.
Yeah.
And then yeah, Diggs is gonna be wide receiver 2 there, and what should be a pretty solid offense with hopefully a healthy Jaden Daniels. And he had his games last year in New England, and just hoping he can keep that going. Why not?
Yeah. I don't
And then
mind it.
Stribling, I've talked about how much I've liked Stribling for a while now. Um, and at that point, there wasn't anybody I was super high on after him, so I fired my shot early. So there.
Tell you what pissed me off. I wanted him that spot, and he
And
sniped
yeah,
him
and
right before me.
also the fact that we have done some mocks together. I was like, yeah, I'm not getting him. I'm not going to get it back here. So
No.
then
No,
I
you
know I
were.
made a semi questionable play by firing on 2 QBs. I kind of did it as first I drafted T Law because I just like T Law. I thought like maybe getting him and Tootin I could find a way to make that work. And then I realized he's got a really tough schedule to start the year, where I'm like I
Yeah.
don't really love drafting him. And then Jackson Dart was still on the board, and I've talked about how I don't love Dart. That's where he's going. I mean, this is in the 9th round of a keepers league. Um, I'm
Well,
so
also
happy with that.
effectively the 12th round
Yeah,
because
true,
like the first 2
true.
rounds are kept.
Yeah, exactly.
So
So I mean, I'm just gonna run with both of them, and if somebody needs a QB by the end of the year, I might be able to maybe sneak in the playoffs. It's not a great roster, but it's an honest one. Um, and then yeah, from there, I mean, we're just taking shots. Go Jacoby Myers. Obviously, I mean Cam Little's a dog. I'm just loading up on Jags. So if they do good, I do good. Hopefully they have a good season.
yeah, no
Um,
kidding. You do have a
Denzel
lot of Jack.
Boston. So yeah, those last 2 picks are just fire and shots. Um, see what sticks. But
Fair.
yeah, I mean overall, I'm pretty happy. I'm very happy with how my team went. I've got a lot of running back, and I'm really just hoping that one of these guys blows up or it has a good season that I can keep for next year. Because I know King Henry's getting to the end of days, even though he somehow defies what should happen for a man his size in regression.
He's
He doesn't
he's
believe in
unreal.
regression, so I'm keeping him till he's 40.
You might be able to. He's still RB6 last year. That's
Yeah.
unreal. That's just unreal. I can't believe that.
And with Lamar, they should hopefully be even. He should hopefully be even better.
Oh yeah,
So
I think so.
I'm always a huge fan. My goodness, always a huge fan of King Henry. And then I know I talked about the Waddle and Bo Nix stack. Unfortunately, I did my 2 QB thing there, and I'm not getting a third. So we're gonna do
Yep.
without it. And then I've also got Pickens, who he's a dog. There's nothing else to say.
Does that lack of the Bo Nix stack make you regret trading for Waddle,
Yes.
or are you still happy?
No, I do regret it now.
We
Um,
got him.
I pretty much completely planned on drafting Bo Nix, and then I didn't love anybody that was there, and I was like, why not lock up a QB? And then I didn't like the QB I took, so I took another one.
Oh, hey, Derek.
Yeah.
I got Bo next. If you're looking to trade Waddle, I mean, you can maybe make something work.
I'm not gonna want Bo if I trade Waddle.
No, no. Oh, come on,
Oh, you're
man.
saying you want Waddle?
Yeah, if you want to make something work, you let me know.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, Trev did keep 3 running backs, and he got Kyron somehow.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Kyron fell to me in the second round, and I mean, yeah, I had 3 superb running backs, but I mean, Kyron fell to me there, and I'm like, I just don't know how I pass up on him. Nobody else really stood out to me there, so I'm like, I just take Kyron, and I don't have to worry about running back for a while.
Yeah.
Then JMO fell to me. I was
Yeah, that's
hesitant
my pick.
on JMO, but I did like him better than DJ Moore, Carnell Tate, um, Luther Burden, Christian Watson, that type of caliber of receivers. So I
Yeah.
took a shot on him. I don't know. I think he could have a decent year. Um, I think they're going to end up passing just a little bit more there in Detroit. And then I ended up taking Marv. I am hoping that Arizona is somewhat able to use him this year. I mean, he's still a great athlete. I think he has a lot of potential. It's just whether or not they can convert that into production for him. That's kind of been a big question mark for a lot of people this offseason around him. Um, but I think that he has a much better year than he had last year. Not that that's anywhere near wonderful. I mean, he finished as wide receiver 48. You can see that. Um, but I think he finishes maybe low wide receiver 2, maybe a high wide receiver 3, which that's what I ended up drafting him at. So I wouldn't be too disappointed if that's what I get out of him. And then next round, I just wanted to keep loading up on receivers. I saw Makai Lemon out there, and I love him as a prospect, so I jumped on him. And then somehow Sam Laporta fell to me, and
That was
I'm not the
crazy.
biggest fan of having multiple skill players from the same team. Being that I just took JMO in the third round essentially. But Laporta here just seemed like a absolute steal for me. So I went ahead and took him. I think he has an amazing year. Like I said, I think the Lions are going to end up passing more than they did last year, especially with the departure of Montgomery.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping if Laporta stays healthy, he can find the end zone, put up good numbers. I mean, he has done it when he's healthy. We've talked about this multiple times on multiple shows already. So um, I thought that was just a steal for where I got him. And I know Jack expressed to me that if I didn't take him, he was gonna try and snag Laporta, even though he already had Fan in that
Oh,
next round.
I would have been a heartbeat.
If he would have made it to you, I think he would have been picked up by somebody for sure. So I'm happy I got him there. And then just wanted to keep adding more receivers. And I recently talked about how Kyler's gonna boost this offense. And I think as long as Addison stays out of trouble, doesn't get suspended, he's a phenomenal prospect as well. His speed, his deep ball threat. Can also do it with his legs a little bit too. And just having Jefferson on the opposite side of the ball, or not the ball, opposite side of the field, might open up some stuff for him. So I really like Addison, especially kind of where he's going. I think he's a good value for what he could potentially bring to your team.
Yep.
Then I went and took another running back. I've talked maybe a little bit about Kenny, but he was a good running back in Philly, and he was a good running back last year in Pittsburgh. And I've expressed my feelings about Bucky. I just don't know if he's going to be able to stay healthy. I don't see them giving him a workhorse role, so I think Kenny is going to be a pretty viable. I mean, he's my fifth running back. So if I need him, I got some bigger issues. But who knows? I mean, bye weeks and injuries, you never know. So I think he could put up some decent numbers. I continued to hold out on the quarterbacks. Quarterbacks were going like crazy. I was actually the last team to take a quarterback. So I got Knicks in whatever round that was. I thought that was pretty decent, especially what Derek said at the beginning of the year. He said Knicks has finished QB 7-7,
Yep.
and I mean he's done it consistently. And now you bring in Waddle. I think he probably finishes about the same. And I'm not sure what quarterback I got him at. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I probably got him at like quarterback 11 would be my guess.
It's a deeper
Yeah.
because keepers too. Yeah.
So I mean, I thought that was quite the value also, especially as late as I got him. I was able to fill out my skill positions. I know I've really liked doing that this year, is just holding out on QBs, because while there are some QBs at the front end of the draft that will definitely pay off, once you get past, maybe, don't quote me on this, but maybe the top 6 QBs, they kind of start to hit a little bit of a plateau, and they all have their games, and they're all putting up around the same numbers. So I'm fine waiting until the end for Bo Nix. Um, I did snag Rashad White, just for more running back security. I I don't know what to think of that Washington role. Come to find out, later in the draft, I ended up dropping him for the Patriots defense, just for the sake that I need a defense. And then I ended up picking up what was he last year, number 2 or 3 kicker, Jason Myers,
One.
or he was the one, yeah. So I ended up picking up him. I mean, I see a similar result as last year. Seattle, they can always push the ball down the field, but sometimes they can't penetrate it deep enough, and they got to settle for a field goal. And their defense is phenomenal also. So they're gonna be putting numbers up on the board. So I think he's a great kicker, especially as late as I got him. I think he was one of the last kickers picked as well. And then I ended up snagging Kyler because I am a Minnesota fan, and I think that Kyler has a revival here in Minnesota, especially under KOC. Can we bring in Headkey's horrible take that he said? It was a hot take.
Oh, read it. Yeah.
Okay, so our buddy Headkey, we've mentioned him a couple times here. So you
He's
guys
team
are
two. Let's run over team two first, and then give
okay.
that take. I feel like that would give a lot more context.
Yeah, okay. But anyway,
So
to round out mine, I think I'm fairly pleased. The only question I would maybe have is around JMO. If you guys are watching this, maybe leave a comment or something. Let me know what you think about JMO. What do you see him doing this year? Whether I should try and shop him or whether I just hold on to him and hope that he has a similar year to last year where he has some blow up games.
yeah. So Headkey will share his take in a little bit. Good dude, but fantasy is not where he thrives. So keeping Hurts and Devonta, that's a pretty decent stack. We like that. He tried to get rid of Hurts last year, or was it 2 years ago? Either way, he tried to get rid of Hurts and drafted CJ Stroud in his place, and obviously that did not work. Kept Ken Walker, that's a good keep. Etienne, I actually love that pick, but didn't have his pick here, so he did not get Colston Loveland. Keep that in mind. Burden, that's an all right pick. Someone there in that offense is going to go off. I honestly don't know who. Watson will be all right. Like, that's his wide receiver 3 there. So that's pretty good wide receiver 3, I think. Caleb Williams stack, good. But, I mean, we can see how far quarterbacks dropped. I think this is a little bit of a reach for this league. Rico, I mean, all right, again. If he's splitting with Warren, I don't know if that's where I'd want to take him, but whatever. And then it just starts to go downhill from here. Isaiah Likely, again, all right, but I've heard bad things about him in camp. Josh Downs is an industry plant. We've talked on that. Charbonnet's not coming back till the second half of the year.
They
Braylon
might
Allen's
lose it. Like they're not going to put him in if
no, if Price is doing good, they're going to keep
Price.
Price.
Yeah.
And
Can
then
I
it's
add?
like, go jump in whenever. I don't want
Can I
to
add?
completely
So,
dominate.
the first slot there, they took Kincaid right before him, and he was screaming f bombs. He was just irate
Yeah.
that Kincaid went before him. So then I think he kind of panicked and picked Likely. And then you look down the board. There's Kittle. There's Goddard. I mean, those two
Kelsey,
have been doing it for a long time. Kelsey way down there. I mean,
Andrews. Yeah.
there's a lot of good options there. I'm not saying I hate Likely, but I think he really panicked when he saw Kincaid go off the board, which is completely like him. So,
Yeah.
yeah, industry plant Josh Downs. I don't know what goes through his mind. I
I
mean,
just don't.
And he
It's,
just
it's
that's
so
another
hard
thing. He
to.
just got injured.
yeah, that's the second injury in how many days for Josh Downs? I mean,
And it's a calf one too. Those linger arguably as bad as a hamstring. Calf injuries do not go away, especially for a skill position. That might fry him.
yeah.
Because he's not
I
like a
just
big
I
receiver like a
I still
Julio,
just
where he
don't
could jump
see how
over
you
people.
take Likely over Kittle in any possible way.
No, like even Goddard. He had a 30% target. Yeah, he finished tight end 2 last year. What are we doing? How did he fall? I don't know.
I can't
That
believe he
was
was tight end
crazy.
2.
Yeah.
He had a lot of
So
touchdowns beginning of the year. I remember that. He was tight end 1 through like the first 6 or 7 weeks. He was
yeah,
phenomenal.
and I fall victim to training camp propaganda. I'm not gonna say that I didn't hear the Isaiah Likely stuff, but like what are we doing? 11, 10, 19, 11, 26, 5, 18, 8, 4, 4, 4, 16, 25, 12, 10, like guys. And then he just got rid of AJ Brown. Yeah, I'll take him. Yeah, but anyway, and then Braylon Allen, who I mean, I guess I like Brees Hall way better. It seems like he's going to be the bell cow, and Braylon Allen's coming off an ACL for a big dude too. It's harder for these guys
Yeah,
to try
like
to recover.
Mind you, who's he gonna play at running back? I mean, he's got Ken Bone and he's got ETN, and then he's gonna stream Dowdle.
Yeah, I
Oh,
Jeez.
And then his
Oh,
receivers are Devontae, Burden, and Watson. And then he's gonna stream Downs
Yeah.
and Booty. Come on,
And-
man. Learn how
and-
to draft. I'm sorry.
like whatever.
I mean, that's taking a
Trevor, take
massive
away.
shot on Burden. That's taking a massive shot on Christian Watson. I mean, there's a lot of unknowns around both of those guys. Hasn't really been proven.
Like, call me crazy. I would have taken Jambo before Burden. I would have taken DJ Moore before Burden.
yeah.
Hell, man. Like,
I Loki, yeah. Parnell Tate, that's up for debate. I mean,
dude, yeah, Tate's close, but it's like, yeah, I don't know, man.
losing that
risky.
second rounder really sucked for him, though. I mean, he could have had Terry, his favorite receiver of all
Yeah.
time.
That hurt him. That hurt him big time.
Yeah, he was crying.
Trevor, go away. Take away the take now that he had. That was just
All
diabolical.
right. So he comes in. I don't know what day was this. Oh my gosh, it's just
This was 2 days ago.
yeah. This was on Monday. He goes, my early hot take of the year. O'Connell is just a mediocre coach, and we might only have him for another 3 years. Jackson proceeds to say, that is a hot take considering he won Coach of the Year 2 years ago. Then he goes, zero playoff wins this year with an easier schedule this year and a better team could be a prove it season. Last year can't be blamed on the coaching though.
Gosh.
And
He gets one bad year, and they're like, "All right, he's on the hot seat."
That's it.
yeah,
Yeah,
then Jackson's like, I don't
Like
think
if last
anybody
year
considers it.
doesn't matter, then what about the year before?
Oh,
yeah,
man.
seriously. I'm like,
Like
what?
we went 14-2 with Sam Darnold. He played bad in the playoffs. That's what happened.
Yeah. That's why we
Yeah.
got rid of him.
If he played like he did for the Seahawks, or how he was, we win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't even think that's
Maybe
crazy.
not that far, but
Yeah, and then I don't. We were just talking about like untouchable quarterback or not quarterbacks, coaches, just between us three, and that was a phenomenal conversation too. I mean, just looking at the coaches that are essentially untouchable in the league. It's cool
Yeah.
to look at that. How much it changes from year to year. I mean, somebody can go
Yeah.
from untouchable to all right, you're on the chopping block, you're gone, and I mean
In a matter
they
of games,
disappear
it
into
feels
nothing.
like.
Yeah.
It feels like now more than ever,
It's
they're
so
just, all right, you didn't get it done. It's like we're in a rebuild. Doesn't matter. If you don't win, you're out of here.
Yep.
Which is crazy because, like, Nick Sirianni was going to get kicked out the year they won the Super Bowl. Do you remember that? The start of
yeah.
23? They were trying to get rid of him.
Yeah, because the
It's like,
fan base hated him.
that's like, what? And the GMs were not GM, the owners were considering it. It's like, what the hell? And if their GM wasn't as good as he was, given Sirianni enough just stud picks and making insane moves, I think they seriously would have got rid of Sirianni.
Problem.
It's just wild.
He's a
Just
solid
wild.
coach.
No,
honestly.
it's insane how fast the tide can like turn on an opinion for a coach. It's like,
Well, like,
if you asked me 12 months ago, is John Harbaugh untouchable? I would have been like, yeah.
yeah, are you silly?
Well, he's now coaching the Giants.
That was crazy. And then they didn't even bring in anyone revolutionary, I thought. They just brought up another coach where it's like, all right, well, I thought he was in the Harbaugh scheme, so I guess good luck.
Yeah, I got no idea.
I just can't believe that take. That's just horrific. I mean,
2
AOC
years ago.
he's just been so consistent. I mean, no matter what quarterback comes through his system, there is at least some sort of success. Minus 9 last year, which
Nine.
I mean,
That's
you look at Carson Wentz. He was honestly somewhat successful in that offense. I mean, he was beat up, but he was still performing well. So, I mean, to say that he's on the hot seat this year if he doesn't perform well is just that's a diabolical take. I can't.
we made Nick Mullins be able to average 250 yards a game. Think about that. When's
That's
the
right.
last time you've heard of Nick Mullins?
Dude, I remember that. Oh my gosh, I forgot.
Like, to even first of all, I don't think a single owner, if they saw someone get Coach of the Year, would be like, I don't know. They're on a tight leash now. Like, well, what? You have at least 3 years of immunity after winning a Coach of the Year.
Yeah. Wasn't it who was the coach that got like he won Coach of the Year and the Raptors fired him?
Oh,
Nurse?
Nah, it was before
No, he
Nurse.
was there.
Nick Nurse.
I
I
can't
can't
remember.
remember.
They had like the best record in the league, and then Braun like swept them.
Well, even just the oh my goodness. The New York Knicks coach, what was it 2 years ago? They had one of the best records, and then they got rid of him, and then go figure how they
Tibbs?
did win. Yeah, Tibbs. Because I mean, he was running his guys into the ground like a maniac. But, I mean, they
Yeah.
still played pretty
Yeah.
good. But I
He
mean, they
ran-
got rid of him. It worked.
6-person team. Everybody's playing 40 plus.
Yeah, I thought I saw it was Mikhail Bridge. Yeah, he averaged like 48.1 minutes for a stretch. It was like, what?
Dwayne Casey is the guy I was talking about.
Oh, Twink.
And at that level, you can't do that. There's no
No.
way.
Mm-mm. I guess we're also on that topic of the NBA before we go back to my picks. Jonathan Kuminga just signed with the Wolves. Y'all see that?
I like
Yeah,
it.
Gorgeous. That's actually perfect, I think.
I love it.
I can't believe we had the money to get him. I thought we were like literally dirt poor.
We got him somewhat cheap though. I mean,
Yeah,
I
we
don't
got him for
remember
like
how much it was.
13
like
mil or something.
yeah.
Let me check. Yeah, 2-year, 13 mil. That's awesome.
That's perfect.
Yeah,
We
That's
actually
perfect.
we won't win, but we have a good chance to at least make the Western Conference Finals, I think.
we got a good team.
Dude, that's actually that's a great starting lineup, and I mean, 2 or 3 people deep. Also, I
Yeah,
love
because
it.
we'll have Io coming off the bench now. Because we'll probably put Kuminga right at 3 or 4,
Yeah.
and then we can have McDaniel's 3, or whatever
Jaden
we
Green.
need to. Yep.
I think I prefer that. How big is Kuminga?
Pretty
I don't
sure
know.
he's like.
Well,
Ooh.
Jaden, funny enough, advanced stat wise, Jaden Daniels had a better rim protection than Rudy Gobert last year.
Oh yeah, no, he's well, he's insane at like off ball defense, which sucks. We have to play him on ball all the time.
Yeah. He's just too
Kuminga's
good at
6'7".
defense.
Jaden Daniels, I'm pretty
God.
sure, is like
I think he was like 6'9",
6'9".
6'10".
He's
Yeah.
I think he might be taller.
Lanky. No, I think he's
McDaniels
just
is
skinny as
6'9".
hell.
Yep.
6'9".
And then we got Gobert. Oh man, say what you want about Gobert, but he is our defensive anchor. Period.
People that
Yeah.
don't, or people that think that Gobert is bad, that's genuine negative ball knowledge. Like, they don't watch a single game ever. They don't understand the sport. When I hear someone say that, it's just immediately opinions out the window.
I will
His
say his
lows
offense
are
is so mid. Like his rim finishing and just his offense is not the best. But what he brings on the defensive side is irreplaceable. You cannot convince me otherwise.
though
Yeah.
his hands are rough, but
Bricks.
yeah, he's just genuinely insane at defense.
Well, like what he did to Jokic, I didn't even think that was possible in last year's series. That was crazy. He actually locked him up.
Yeah, that was insane.
That was gorgeous.
I mean,
All
how
right.
many DPOIs does he have?
Is it 4?
I believe so.
4 or 5? Just unreal. Granted, I don't think he should have won 4 total. He should have been like
No.
a 2 or 3 kind of guy, but
Right.
he's good stuff.
He has 4, yeah.
And now Wembanyama's going to break that in 3 years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wemby's just different. It's so unfair.
It's gross. You watch him play and you're like, oh, geez, he closed out fast. And you're like, oh, he caught that with his elbow. How's that even possible? What the hell? Just,
Man, they got to do something about the flopping though. You can't even watch it anymore. It's horrible.
yeah. And they don't care until the actual playoffs. Like, I know old head Jeff's been saying that for ages, but now it's become apparent. It's like, oh,
Hmm.
they actually don't care.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, another thing. You guys see Pro Bowl got eliminated?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's very
What
interesting
is
to
what
me.
does that even mean?
I mean, I don't know
it's just
either.
you're voted to it and then nothing happens.
Yeah, it's like, all right, you got your honors. That's cool, I guess, but that's like just so lame. There's no way they couldn't find a better thing to do.
How about the safety fouls, the fine or the suspensions based on like hip drop tackles and stuff like that? I think that was so necessary.
Yeah, about time. Like they added the rule and it's noble in theory, but no one backs it up. It's like the flopping in the NBA where it's like, oh yeah, we have a rule for it, but the rest couldn't care less.
Oh, you did it?
Yeah,
Oh, slap on the
Yes.
wrist. Don't do it again.
Yeah, I'm happy. Especially because
Mm,
that's how Jeremiah Love already got injured, was a hip drop tackle.
There's been so many there's been not career ending, but like year ending injuries based on those hip drop tackles, and it's sad, especially for fantasy.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's how Tyreek's knee just exploded. Was a
It
hip
did.
drop,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Yeah, right on the sideline.
yeah. No,
Hmm.
That
it's
was also hilarious.
definitely they need to enforce that because those yeah, it's like every time you see somebody get injured, it's from a hip drop. If it's on the tackle, I
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah. And I gotta justify what I said because I don't want to end it saying someone got injured. It was hilarious. It was hilarious that while he was being carted off, he was cheering. I've never seen anyone so happy to have the toe facing their asshole. That was crazy.
I just
Like,
take it away as
It's a
that's
it's
a
a
dude that just loves football and he wants the best for his team. That's how I look at it,
that's a
honestly.
quote of all time for sure.
yeah. All right. I guess I can go over my team recap now as well. So I had the pleasure of being able to be the fourth pick because I got screwed by Trevor in the second to last game last year and got booted out of the playoffs. But got to keep Rasheed, James Cook, Bijan Robinson, Chase Brown, Tet Igbuka, Adunse, and Fannin, of which I'd say Chase Brown, Rasheed, Cook, and Bijan are all top round two picks. So I'm stoked.
You
Tet,
think Rasheed is?
oh yeah. I would argue he could even be a first round overall pick.
I feel like Rasheed is honestly not talked about that much. Like he's
Yeah.
overlooked, or just maybe it's the Chiefs in general, but not many people talk about Rasheed's situation.
Like I have him ranked 13th overall. You guys have him like low 20s, I think, but I'm way higher on him. And I keep seeing this news where it's like, oh, he can't separate and stuff. And it's like he's not known to separate. He wasn't athletic at all. He just
He had
came
one of
in
the
and
worst
was,
like separation rates last year anyway.
yeah,
So
like
it doesn't matter.
it's not what he's good at. He's just got actual hands, and that's what Mahomes relies on. So I'm fine if he just keeps getting another 10 targets a game and he'll just give me PPR points. I don't care if he gets 40 yards. That's 14 points right there. So,
The thing is, when he was, I don't, it wasn't last year. Oh, maybe it was last year. Whatever. He was just getting the easy slants. I mean, just easy catch and runs.
yep.
And I mean, he made work out of those easy catches. I mean, don't call him Michael Thomas, but hey, what works works, man.
And it's like, you got to also separate the player from the person because hate the person, terrible dude. But man, for fantasy, I tell you what,
He can play
if
ball.
he gets out of jail, he'll do work, he'll do
Mhm.
numbers. So I
All right.
got
Well,
to keep,
unfortunately, I gotta take off. Um, I'll be back next week. So have a
yeah.
great episode, guys.
Thanks for
Okay.
joining us.
Thanks, Derek.
Bye.
Hmm.
But yeah, I
So,
mean, I just feel like not a lot of people talk about Rasheed, or they overlook him, or they just take him wherever he is on the draft board, I'm kind of confused by that in a way. So I just wanted to ask what your take was. I mean, I know you're high on him.
I'm
He's
so high.
slightly lower for me, but that's just because I mean, when's the last time you played football? And there's just a little bit of uncertainty there. So that's the only reason he's lower. I have him at
Yeah.
22. You had him at 13. Derek has him at 24. Yeah,
Yeah, like
24.
I have him right behind AJ Brown. And obviously for if Puka doesn't get suspended, he's obviously at like 3 or 4. He's way higher. But
Hmm.
because we don't know, I have him down here. But I would be ecstatic taking Rashee Rice, I think, before London because it's basically the exact same thing. Not same kind of
Yeah,
receiver, but they're going to be peppered with targets. Casey's got a way better quarterback, so
I'm
rather
in
have him bring
agreement
up.
on that one. I'm not saying don't draft Drake London, but I'm not gonna touch him personally. There's
Yeah,
just too much unknown with the quarterback position there. So
yep.
I I would take Rasheed over him in a heartbeat.
And yeah, Nico and London remind me of the exact same thing. Stud, just beast mode receivers, but terrible
Mhm.
offenses. So I
I'd
have them
take Nico
similarly
over
ranked.
him for sure. Nico
Yeah.
or not over. Well, I would take Nico over Rasheed, but Nico over Drake by far. I just think
So
Nico's going to get the workload again. Sorry to interrupt there. I just not a lot of people talk about Rasheed, so I figured we'd maybe hit on it a little bit.
yeah, he's just sneaky. I just don't understand how he's fallen so far. And like, yeah, ADP now, he's been moving up quite a bit. He's all the way up to 22 now.
Hmm.
So he's slowly sliding up, and I would if you're afraid of like a CMC injury or who normally goes in the top 10, James Cook, if you think he's going to regress, Jonathan Taylor, same with him, and you really wanted to slide Rashee Rice into the 12th spot, I wouldn't bat an eye. I'd be
I was going to
okay with
say
it. So,
um, top 10. Yeah, I mean Jonathan
top
Taylor
10's
rounds out the top 10.
yeah, where I wouldn't want him above here, but if for some reason scared of CMC, I'd understand that. Puka scares you, and then you think someone else is more injury prone or some
I
other
can't believe Drake London's going at 11. No way. I'm never paying that for him.
his
I'm just looking at the at sleeper ADP. I feel like sleeper's ADP is all over the place.
13 is what I'm seeing. But yeah, that's I have him going 15, but I think you guys are disrespecting him a little too much. 27 and 22 is a little high.
Who's this quarterback?
I mean, it doesn't matter. Look at how good he's been with Desmond Ritter. He got up 17, and then last year he had Penix. Then he put up 17 again.
I probably am disrespecting him a little bit, but man, I'm not touching him personally. So
Fair. Yeah. Anyway, so I got to keep them. Was stoked. I kept Fanning just because I was afraid about tight ends that would fall to me. If I knew Laporta would fall this far, I would not have kept Fanning, but obviously that's not how it works. And kept Adunze just because I don't know. I think he's a bigger receiver. He's already established a bit more than Luther Burden, and someone in that offense is going to go off. So I thought might as well have a piece of it.
I like the pick of a Dunze out of everybody there, other than Loveland and honestly Swift. I think those three guys are gonna thrive in that offense. So I like your pick of a Dunze. I was kind of mad that he wasn't gonna be on the board.
So then I get it right away, and I kind of know what my starting offense is going to be. So my mindset was shoot for upside because I've already got some pretty stable people. So first shot, definitely a reach. I kind of was hoping Scribbling would fall to me and could get both of them, but obviously that didn't happen. So shot Casey Concepcion. From a few of the clips I've seen from him, he seems like the clear number one target. He's going to be on Cleveland. They're going to be behind. They're going to need to throw it. So he should get, I'm thinking, at least 6 targets a game to start. It'll probably ramp
Mhm.
up higher the more connection he gets in chemistry with the offense. But yeah, that was a little of a reach. But
I don't hate it
it's
though. I mean,
yeah.
he's got the profile that kind of like a Tyreek. I mean, you get him the ball and see what he can do with it. So I don't
Yeah.
hate that honestly.
Yeah. I'm just him and Fannin, you talked on it like you're Laporta and Jamwo. It's like I don't want to be pairing up skilled people on the same offense, but at the same time, I'd rather have him than someone else having him. So even if he does just sit on the bench for the majority of the year. Krosky Merritt, I've heard a lot about him in training camp also. They got rid of Rodriguez, so he should be the number one running back there. Rashad White will be the receiving down back. That makes a lot of sense. But I've heard quite a bit of coach talk that they want JCM to be able to receive it more, and they're really trying to incorporate him. So this is, again, upside pick. Just hoping he can somehow play into that potential. And if they bounce back to Jaden Daniels' rookie year, offensive wise, then they're going to be in the red zone enough where I think he has a pretty high touchdown potential. That's the thought process there. Goddard, I mean, I talked to him a little bit. He's going to have a lot of touchdown potential. I was baffled he dropped, especially below likely. Once I saw Kittle go, I thought I might as well grab him now, especially because this felt like a dead zone. Seeing that Jordan Mason went, then the industry plant himself, then Trevor Lawrence. I was like, it's just weird. So I just grabbed a guy that I thought was a little sneaky. I've talked to him before. This also might be a reach. Went for Tyler Shuck, and I've been saying Josh Allen walks, so he could run. Tyler Shuck's a monster. 6'5", 220 from Louisville. I mean, he basically averaged 18 once he was actually starting, so that's about as consistent as you want. And one of our other buddies, Kobe, had Olave, and there were rumblings about him wanting to get Shuck for that kind of stack there of Olave and Shuck. So I just wanted to secure my guy before he could be taken. Keaton Mitchell. This one's all right also. Mike McDaniels was talking about how he needed a Keaton Mitchell, how he wants there to be two running backs. And I mean, we've seen how he operates the Dolphins. He loves speed. And that's what Keaton Mitchell's known for. So I think he's a premium handcuff at minimum if Hampton gets injured again. And at the most, if he can somehow carve up like 30-40% of the rush shares, I'd be stoked because if this offense stays healthy, they'll be really good, I think. What else do we have? Purdy. I'm an Iowa State alumni. I had to go for my guy. Big Cock Brock. Nothing crazy here. When he's healthy, he's just a monster. He's way more mobile than you'd think. So, and then last few picks, Eagles defense. The personnel's there. So might as well go for it. They're always good. They have arguably the best talent, and they just got, oh goodness, the old Seattle quarterback. What the heck's his name? Absolute monster. Who was on the other side of Devon Witherspoon, dude?
Oh, I'm drawing a blank.
Oh my goodness. This is
No way.
terrible ball
I gotta look
knowledge.
this up.
Yeah, hold up. It's on here somewhere. Jean, nope. Quinion, nope. Is he the nickel? Where is this dude? Reek, yeah, they just got Reek Woolen.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Woolen, yeah.
unreal
I will
secondary.
say, I will say they don't have as easy of a schedule as they normally do, just because
No,
the East has kind of been
stand up.
upgraded in a way. I mean, like not saying that the Giants and the Commanders are like top tier offenses, but they're not horrible teams either. So I mean,
Yeah,
that could be interesting.
that'll be definitely interesting. I'm just trusting their talent
I mean,
on defense. Like, they
Tennessee,
also
they're
got
gonna
Grenard.
eat again. Yeah, gosh, Grenard.
Yeah, so it just feels like they have everything and some always. And
Yeah, and
I
they
think
locked up
Jahad
Jalen
Campbell's e-tick
Carter.
is, yeah,
I mean, man, yeah, I mean,
it's just unreal.
they're a loaded
Um,
defense. Always are.
it's crazy. So I was stoked being able to get them towards the end, and then Chris Boswell. The idea here was just Steelers are going to get down the field. They're never good enough to get a touchdown, though. So they'll
Hmm.
just keep getting me tons of extra points. And I mean, he finished kicker 8. I think I got him later than kicker 8. So I'm
Hmm.
content. At the end of the day, a lot of the time it's just streaming kickers and defense anyway in a redraft or keeper. So
I
yeah,
will say this about the Steelers. I think they are going to be significantly better than they were last year. Not saying they're going to be a top 10 offense, but I think that they're going to be better than they were last year. Just second year with Rodgers, new coach, bring in Michael Pittman. Rodgers has a connection with DK now, hopefully, maybe. Fryermuth. I mean, who knows? I mean, I
yeah.
think that they're gonna be at least a better offense than they were last year. I mean, last year I had DK and I was scared shitless to play him because I'm like, am I getting 2 points or am I getting 10 points? Well, does it matter? No.
Yeah, DK. And he looks horrified. Like
Yeah.
he's seen some shit being in Pittsburgh. Like, goodness
Literally.
gracious.
I mean, he
Yeah.
had a couple of decent games last year, but it's like I just
Yeah,
don't
just
know if he's worth what he was getting drafted at.
yeah. That's something. He's never finished worse. If you take out his rookie year than wide receiver 32, that's pretty good.
Hmm.
Consistent.
Yeah. And like I said, as bad as he was last year, I mean, still finished mid wide receiver. I don't know, not high wide receiver 3. So I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
can't be terribly disappointed, but you are because you know it's DK and he can, the freak athlete he is.
Yeah. He could be the next Julio Jones, but
Yeah.
it is what it
I,
is.
I don't know, man. Is there anything that you would have done differently looking at the board now? Like seeing
Uh,
who was taken after or who was, I mean,
I just
anything?
wish I got Stribling over KC. I think I
Yeah,
could have
Derek
waited.
was a dick for that one.
That hurt.
Sorry if you're hearing that, Derek, but it's the truth.
That really hurt. I was hoping to get him. I wouldn't be surprised if Stribling turns into the next like Puka. Like just everything I've heard, he's got good
Yeah.
hands. I mean,
No, he's
everyone in
the
front of him is going to get injured.
and you look at
Like,
where he's going in a redraft, he's totally worth the price. Especially
oh,
like I said,
so
Mike Evans, I mean, he's a guy I'm fading this year, in case you can't tell by my rankings. But
yeah,
he scares the shit out of me. I'm not touching Mike Evans just because he's had a history of injuries. It's a new offense, new team. He's getting older, and I mean, what what's going on with the
he's injured
frickin'
already.
I mean, yeah, he's been fighting injuries this whole offseason. Therefore, he's not even getting reps with the starters.
It's a
So,
groin injury.
how many weeks does it take for him to get in the flow with Purdy and CMC and I mean, Kittle's coming in there. So, I mean, sure they might try and throw him the ball when he's on the field, but he scares the crap out of me. I'd much rather take a shot on Deshaun Stribling. So, I, I I agree with it 100%, especially as a rookie. Like I said, he's way down on the boards for a rookie. I would say he. I feel like he could finish pretty close with probably Makai Lemon. Seriously,
Yeah,
and they're
holy cow,
going,
Derek's
they're going. Yeah, geez, Derek, but they're going. I mean, they're going how many rounds apart? I mean, you look at where I can pull up Makai Lemon, but I mean they're going so far apart.
I can pull him up on if we just sort by.
I mean, oh, that's. I mean,
Uh,
Makai's going at 100 or like 101, wide receiver 43. What was Stribling?
Dribbling was like 50. Yeah, 52.
Wow.
Which,
At
I don't
113.
know.
I
I
mean,
might slide him up more because this is kind of crazy. Yeah, I would take him over Coker. What am I
I mean,
smoking?
you and I see eye to eye on a lot of players. I feel like, or at least
Yeah,
not like eye to eye, but they're kind of in like the same tier or same vicinity. I like, oh, we'll take them in the 10th round or 11th round. So
I
I don't know.
mean,
That's what I love about you. We kind of have a similar mindset on a lot of guys.
yeah, we know what kind of stuff we're taking, and we can take it with a grain of salt. Better than a
I mean,
lot of
shit. I've
people, I
been
feel.
playing fantasy since I was probably fourth grade. Can't even lie. I remember that's when QBs were so overpowered. I was taking Peyton Manning first pick every
Oh
year, and I
my
was like, dude,
gosh.
oh, how fantasy has changed, man. I just,
Yeah, no kidding. Like,
I just remember
over
taking
some.
Peyton or Tom like in the first round. Now you don't take quarterbacks. Like I said, I'm fine taking a quarterback in the freaking 10th round. It's not that
Yeah,
much of a difference. But back then, it's
yeah,
like, hey, Peyton is going to be outperforming all these running backs. And so it's like, all right, take him in the first round.
yeah.
But yeah,
I'm
I mean, I've been playing
100%.
fantasy since I was in fourth grade. I'm sure you're pretty close.
Yeah, I was like
So, I
fifth or
mean,
sixth grade because we had a league together, real young,
hmm
on the
yeah,
NFL
I
app.
remember that. Yes, sir.
That
Yes,
was
sir.
classic.
You want to talk about the chop league that we're trying to get into?
Ooh, yeah, we can talk guillotine league. I'll let you lead that one.
Yeah. All right. So Jack and I have been kind of considering a guillotine or a chopped league, just because it's kind of gaining steam in the fantasy community. Sounds like fun. So in case you don't know what it is, essentially you have 18 teams. Some of the leagues are smaller, but the most common is 18. Obviously, there's 18 weeks or 17 weeks, including the championship. So every week you have I mean, you compete against somebody, but that's just more for um, like the roster structure. So you set your lineup, and whoever scores the least amount of points that week is chopped from the league. All their players go into the pool, and everybody has like, I think it's 1,000 fab, or was it 2,000, something
Yeah,
like that.
1,000.
So everybody has fab, and they can go in and pick up these players off of the waiver and add them to their team. And so progressively through the year, e- um, uh, the league gets smaller and smaller. Therefore, the teams get stronger and stronger, and you try and make it to the end of the league. So Jack and I, we've kind of been looking into it, and I think this year we're gonna be digging into that. So if you guys are interested in more of the guillotine or chopped league, we can definitely touch base on that and give you our thoughts and input on kind of guys that would be worth targeting. Like I know last year, um, there was one league I was hearing about, and Bowers was. I mean, Bowers is a freak athlete, so he was struggling at the beginning of the year. Um, got dropped. I think it was like four or 5 weeks in a row, and it's like, all right, who's going to pick up Bowers this week because they're going to get eliminated? And finally, Bowers started to gain speed, or gained steam, and that team ended up winning the whole thing because they had Bowers. So it's pretty cool that those players can either hurt you or win it for you. So it's just another interesting way to play fantasy, and Jack and I are looking to get into it. So like I said, if you guys are interested in hearing more about it, maybe strategies for drafting or even just picking up waivers after a team's been eliminated, let us know in the comments, and we can try and help you guys out with that. But I'm most certainly looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a blast. How about you, Jack?
It'll be fun. I've done that 2 years now. First year, I got second place and I made $350, so that was sweet. Second year, I got fourth and got my money back. So another win in a way. But man, it's such a different style of thinking of how to play
Mm-hmm.
because people like Genty, you see the news that people are in a prayer circle and you're like, oh my gosh, he's done for the year. So you don't even think about touching him. Mike Washington immediately becomes more valuable. People like Puka, Josh Jacobs drop to like the third round because people don't want to draft them because if your first 3 round picks give you a 0 week 1, you could just be out and done. So a lot of people love reliability. So people like Wandale Robinson shot up the board. Um, Players like who was inconsistent. Let me check. People like Amon Ra, I think he went second overall, which was crazy. Who else? Justin Jefferson slid quite a bit. Nico Collins slid a ton. Pickens dropped quite a bit. T. Higgins didn't go until like the fourth or fifth round, which also is crazy. So
Yeah,
yeah,
because he could
it's
win you. He could win you a week, realistically. I
you
mean,
could
I've
win. Yeah.
experienced that firsthand. I mean, he can drop 30, but he can also give
Yep.
you 10 points, or he might even give you like a 3-pointer. It's like
Yep.
it's
Javante
crazy.
went Javante went early second round because he was stupid consistent last year. So yeah, it's crazy just to think about that. And then you get to like matchups also where it's like, ooh, I don't know if I want someone on the 49ers because week 1, it's an Australia game and it's against the Rams. So it's like, how well will they actually perform? So you got to think about matchups and stuff like that. It actually matters when bye weeks are because if you lose 3 of your starters, you're shit out of luck. You better
Hmm.
hope everyone else is on bye. So really
Right.
fun, completely different style of drafting and thinking, and yeah, good
Hmm.
stuff. It's really fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it for sure. Um, I was gonna say we have a draft on Friday. Would you like to talk about that league a little bit?
Yes, which one is on Friday? Rage Raiders.
That's the one with defense. But okay, so this league kind of got messed up a little bit. We had a couple people drop out, so that's kind of throwing everything in a loop. Um, but as far as I'm aware, we're going to do a draft where pretty much all the free agents are going to be taken off the board, and then we're going to do a rookie draft. Is that correct?
No, it's all in one, just so that
Okay.
way we can get through it.
Yeah,
Because we
sure.
had 12 teams start Dynasty last year, and then, yeah, 2 teams decided they didn't want to do it anymore, which also shitty. Make sure if you're setting up a Dynasty not to find people like that. That is on me. But this league's super deep. We got 2 defensive linemen, 2 linebackers, 2 D backs. So there is a lot more depth than usual that got dropped into here. So we're kind of treating it as yes, the rookies are coming in, but there's also so many free agents now that it's just worth doing like an entire redraft in a way.
Damn, I forgot. I ended up winning this thing last year, but
Yeah.
I have I got a lot of work I need to do actually. Now that I look at
Yeah.
it.
Same. My running backs are absolutely egregious. Like you're telling me, I don't even know. Hampton's my running back 1, which cool. RB2's Harvey, I think, or Jonathan Brooks. Shoot me in the leg. That's disgusting. That is terrible. My
No
wide
way.
receivers are good, and I remember my defense was good. But it's like, what are we doing? Oh man, I got a lot
Yeah.
to work on.
Oh, I remember. Yeah. It's starting to come back now.
Yeah, and we got a new guy in the league also that was covering someone else who said he was gonna play, but then he just didn't. So yeah, this has been a whole ordeal. But yeah, it's really fun when it's going because it is so deep. 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, 2 flex, and then
Hmm.
yeah, the 2 DL, 2 linebacker, 2 D back, 2 IDP. Like it is a lot to think about. Our rosters were giant. Like let me see
Yeah.
if I can pull it up.
And this is something, if you guys are really into fantasy and you really want to take a different aspect to it, individual defensive players is so much fun, but it also requires a whole different level of thinking. I mean, you find
Yeah.
find some hidden gems for sure. You got to look at every level of that defense instead of just saying, "Oh, I like this defense."
Yeah,
It's amazing. I most certainly liked it, but it's not for everybody.
yeah, it was really fun. And then you also figure out how important matchups are because you don't want to have someone that's going against a stud like Joe Walt. Like he could completely shut down Max Crosby some days, where otherwise Max Crosby would be elite. So things like that are
Right.
really important. Where it's like, all right, if I have a middle linebacker that normally drops into the center zone, but they have someone like a Travis Kelsey who just dices him up, is it worth even having there, or do I have to switch him out for someone else?
Man, I'm so sad. Pierce
Hmm.
is suspended. Scorton, IR. Damn, I forgot how many good players I had here.
Yeah, mine got just thrashed by injuries last year. I'm just hoping my wide receivers can carry me because otherwise I'm so screwed. Dude, my defense is good, but oh man, wide receivers. I have Keenan Allen. Like, what are we doing?
Bro, he actually might be relevant for the first 6 weeks. I can't even lie to you,
Maybe.
especially with Downs fighting injuries and
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Pierce. Who knows what's gonna happen with Pierce? But
Or Keenan Allen.
oh, it's a really fun league, but you also have to have people that are invested enough to look at defensive players as well. So,
Yeah, you have to know what you're doing. And yeah, there's just a lot more that you have to think about.
hmm
Like
but
rookie
yeah,
ramp-up everything.
that draft is on Friday. So, um, I'm definitely looking forward to it. But it's kind of gonna flip the league up on its head. I think. I think, especially with
Yeah.
those two guys dropping out. I mean, like Achan, Love, Lamar, Bucky, Devontae. There's so many guys out there. It's like, what do you prioritize? You gotta really look at what you need. And I don't. When we did our startup draft, I know I kind of prioritized looking at defensive players, especially when you hit those dead zones. It's like, oh well, I can either take. I don't even remember who was in the dead zone, but oh, I could take so and so, or I could start loading up my defense. And
Yep.
I
If they
mean, I
have the
vouch for
draft
that for
recap.
sure. Oh, should this is this? No, this is never mind. I was gonna say, should this be a linear, but no, because we're doing this league shuffle kind of thing. So
Yeah. I wish I could find something else. I thought there was a way to find draft settings or like previous draft results, but I
yeah,
guess
well,
not.
previous leagues you can go to, and then
Yeah.
2025, and then you can go into
Can you
draft
do draft results
recap.
from there?
Yeah, I'm looking at them right now. Yep. Do settings again, and then it's say draft recap.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this was oh my goodness.
Gosh, don't even look at my fourth round pick. Oh my gosh, Chuba,
Chilla.
he's killing me, bro.
Oh
And
brother.
Tyreek, man, that was a good
I,
draft
I
though.
thought I did
Oh,
pretty
and
good through this.
oh, is he
Yeah,
still
I
out there?
was
I should pick
stoked.
him up.
Who?
Baron, I like Baron, but I don't know if he has a role or not there. Plus, my secondary's loaded.
I was so pissed when you got Imanwari. I was livid.
Dude, I
I wanted
snagged it.
him.
I'm like,
I
hell
wanted him
yeah.
so bad. I kept a decent amount of my team. I was pretty happy with where I got my defense. Will Anderson, I thought was a steal for how young he is, and he finished DL2 last year. Yeah, just
I just
monster.
I just can't express enough how excited I am for football to start.
Same.
I'm so ready for it, dude.
We are so ready
And
for it
I
to come
hope I
back.
hope the viewers, whoever the viewers are, I hope you guys are just as excited because it's an amazing it's an amazing time of year to be watching football, either getting pissed off or loving your fantasy team, and I don't know. It's one of the best times of the year for me.
Yeah, it is such a good time. Man, I realized I kind of cooked on my draft because I traded away Jordan Love in a third to get Drake May right before the start of the season last year.
Yeah,
Holy
that's
cow, that paid
crazy.
off. Palmer, no
Oh
both
yeah,
going
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
Coker at the end. I got Brooks at the very end. And then, yeah, Joe Milton. Bang.
Wow.
Yeah, Alec better.
Oh,
That's a good sneaky pick.
yeah, he's not on my roster anymore.
Ayuk. Oh.
Dude, I was taking the bet he was gonna come back. That did not pan out. I think he's still on my IR. I can't lie to you. I think I might need to drop him before this draft.
There's so many changes I gotta do. Like, even
Yeah.
I've got so many drafts coming up. Like, this one I got. This is a startup dynasty for one of my buddies in college that's just starting. Yeah, that's Saturday at 10. That's long draft style. Then this league, another college one, starts on Sunday.
Dynasty's nuts.
Yeah. And then, yeah, this one starts Friday at 7. I'm like, holy cow, I've got a lot to do. Kate's not happy with me.
Well, she'll live, man.
She will. And the worst part is
Only
I'm trying to mock
draft
draft
season
on
one
here.
time.
Hold up, let me see if this works if I pull this over.
You want to run a mock?
I'll see if we can run one, yeah. If I can do
I mean, just I mean, I don't care if it's a redraft or even we could do a dynasty startup. I don't really care, man. I'm good with
if this
whatever.
works. Does this work? Oh my goodness gracious. Holy shit balls, it does work. Wait, no. I'm not that guy.
I got somebody that I want to ask you about.
Hit me.
All right. So obviously the Patriots, they kind of have re-envisioned their receiving corps. So obviously there's AJ Brown, he's going to get his. But they did bring in Romeo Dobbs. I feel like Romeo Dobbs is also extremely overlooked, and he's the second receiver there. What do you think about him?
I just moved him down, I think. I'm rating him higher than most, I think. I have him going
I
about
think
like
I'm
100.
lower on him than most.
Yeah, I have him
I'm
93.
131. But
So,
yeah,
I mean, market 130. It's just like, I don't know what to think because if Drake May throws it like he did last year, he'll spread out the target share. They're going to have a harder season or a harder strength of schedule, which should mean less touchdowns. It's just like, I think he's going to do exactly what he did on Green Bay and just be a consistent wide receiver.
he's gonna have a handful of good games, but he's gonna be disappear.
When you need him most like the Avatar.
I mean, he had 3 touchdowns against Carolina. He dropped a 30 bomb last year.
Yeah, that is crazy. Opposite 8 targets only.
And he had 8 for 124 and a touchdown against the Chargers in the playoffs. Or no, what? Oh yeah, week 18. Yeah, it was the playoffs. Wow. I just
Wow.
I just don't know what to make of him. I mean, he's not a terrible receiver. I don't know that the connection is going to be there.
Yeah. I'm a Drake May truther, so I think
I love
he'll
him too.
get the
I
ball.
love Drake May.
Do I think there'll be a better offense or a faster pace offense than the Packers were last year? I think yes.
I mean, the Patriots, don't quote me on this, but I think they were the top 5 in passing rate last year.
I don't know. I can't quote you on that. I don't know. Honestly, it's just they've got a better defense than the Packers did last year because Micah got injured. So I could see the Patriots having the ball on offense more. So I guess there'd just be more opportunities for him to get past to. That's my main thought process. And being now that they have AJ Brown, defensive schemes are probably going to be focused on AJ Brown, which could leave Dobbs more open versus when he was on the Packers. There wasn't really a clear wide receiver one there. So they all got played with as much respect as the other people, where he will not be nearly as respected as AJ Brown will.
I'm just curious because I've seen some people are rising on him, some people are fading him. I was just curious what you thought.
Yeah, right now he's just, I don't know, he's just kind of himself. I've never been too high, never too low. It's like,
I can't
like I
agree with
haven't,
you
yeah,
more. I've never been a big fan of him, but when he performs, it's like, I mean, I guess I could kind of see that coming in a way.
yeah, it's like, yeah, it doesn't surprise me. One that I
Yeah,
have really high is
yeah.
Mike Washington. I have him
I, I,
significantly higher than you
I
guys.
seriously don't think that he's a bad draft pick. I mean, say Genty misses the first 2 weeks just because they want to be cautious. I think not that the Raiders are a great offense, but I think that he has he has potential to put up decent enough numbers. So,
Oh, yeah. And I mean, preseason's proven that he's gonna be the guy. There's
and
I
he's
don't know who's behind him. Yeah,
we
Connor
touched on it
Hayward.
earlier. We touched on it earlier. He is absolutely horrifying specimen.
Yeah, 23 years old, 6'2", 230. Ran a 4.3, a 40-inch vertical jump, 128-inch broad jump. You're shitting me.
Yeah.
What
Wow.
is this? Yeah, speed score of 127, height adjusted speed score of 127, burst score of 167 in the 95th percentile. This
It's
guy's
horrifying.
unreal athlete.
It's horrifying. It's actually
Yeah.
horrifying.
Like, imagine doing such a good job on defense against Ashton Genty, and you're like, finally, a little break. They're putting their back in. A 230-pound bruiser running a 4.3. Get the
Yeah.
fuck out of here. I'd be so mad. Like, there's no time to breathe. This guy might be scarier. Like, it's going to be easier, or he's not as elusive, so we'll be able to make contact with him. It's just a matter of will he run through us?
Yeah, it's just
Like, yeah, I might have him too high, running back 35, but also I think Genty will be out a little bit. I think he'll be worked in quite a bit just because they are a rebuilding franchise. They just got their franchise quarterback. They're going to want to keep their franchise running back healthy. So they're going to
Mhm.
just be splitting it quite a bit. Maybe next year. I mean, Mike Washington will be better, but I wouldn't be surprised if Genty's better too. And I think Genty's clearly a better prospect.
Mhm.
So then they start rolling him out a little bit more. But
Yeah.
yeah, I like him. Another guy I like. I told Micah and Dirtbag to pick him up. Marshawn Lloyd. Josh Jacobs trouble.
Yep.
Oh, I think Marshawn could be a
Absolutely.
sleeper. Oh my goodness.
Absolutely. At least the first, I don't know. I'm not overly high on Jacobs this year, but
Oh, me neither.
I don't Derek is super high on him. I'm like, you can have
Oh,
him
that's
then. But
crazy. Take him.
I totally see a role for Marshawn Lloyd as long as he can stay healthy. I know he's had issues in the past
Oh
of
yeah.
staying healthy. Um I haven't moved him at all. So that's my fault. I'm probably swaying the
No, you're
consensus
good.
slightly. But
Anything past 150, it's hard to even think about.
um
Yeah. It's like, and another kind of thing that I just considered now seeing it, Josh Jacobs already 28. Like, he
yeah,
is
and he had a
at the end of
massive
his prime.
workload last year, not to even mention that. I mean,
Yeah, so
you look at running backs that have massive workloads the year before, they regress significantly. Other unless they're Derrick Henry or CMC. Um, I mean, they're kind of I don't even know what you call them, but they're outliers. We'll just say that.
yeah.
But other running backs that have a massive workload, I think the touchdowns might still be there for Jacobs, but
Yeah.
I don't know how he repeats what he did last year.
Yeah, like look at this also. If there's so 71% rush share is wild. 14 touchdowns when the expected were going to be like 8.2. That's going to regress a little bit, I would think. But just let's see if we can get total touches. I thought I had that on here. Maybe not. Just these total carries per game is also a ton. Week by week usage. Yeah, look at how hot he started. And then they eventually waned off because they're like, oh, wait a minute, this is probably not a good idea. Yeah, 19, 23, 16, 22, 18, 13, 13, 17, 21. I mean, jeez, man. He's bruised up. I would not be surprised if they roll him back or just naturally, being that he's towards the end of his peak, Marshawn Lloyd gets a bit more work, and yeah, then he turns into a little bit of something worth more than the running back 64, because that's crazy. I mean, I have him running back 50 still, but like 64, that seems high.
You want to know what makes me really sad?
Mm.
Tank Dell, man. I mean, what a great receiver. And it sounds like he's having even more setbacks this year. So I don't know if he might come back in the middle of the season. And it's really sad because he was a phenomenal receiver. I mean, what was it? Was it his rookie year?
Yeah. His rookie year
Oh,
was when he
man.
broke up. Dude, I'm having an aneurysm.
Yeah, and he got hurt.
Because,
You got him at 160, by the way.
yep.
But yeah, I mean,
Yeah, because I remember drafting him with like my last pick because I saw a Stroud handpicked him. He was like telling the coaches to pick him up. So I'm like, oh yeah, if he's picking him, then clearly he wants him. But
I mean,
yeah,
week 2 against Indy, 7 receptions on 10 targets, 72 and a touchdown, 20 fantasy points. The week after, 25 and a half fantasy. Then he kind of disappeared for a little bit. I think he was fighting some injuries. But then later in the season against Tampa Bay, he dropped 30. Like, oh my gosh, dude! As a rookie, that is insane. I know that was C.J. Stroud's rookie year where he just went nuclear. But I mean, Tank. Oh man, that's just so sad, man.
yeah,
It's
no.
so sad.
I know they got Booty there also, where Dell might be
I'm
buried.
not phased by Booty at all, to be honest with you. I mean, he might be a role player. I just, I don't think that he's going to be much there. I could be wrong on that. You guys take your shots if you think he's going to be something, but I just feel so bad for Tank because why was he even in on that blocking? Why was he in on the goal line block? It was a run,
Yeah,
and it
that
wasn't even a
was
hurry up.
terrible.
It was out of the huddle.
That was just stupid.
I,
That was almost as bad as the Seahawks slant route in the Super Bowl. Like
yes,
you have
it
Marshall, you
might have
have
been
these.
worse. It actually might have been worse.
Yeah, because actually, yeah, how heavy even is Tank Dell? There's no way he's
He's like
over
a.
100.
I want to say he was 100 and. Ooh, I'd say he wasn't even 100 and
Yeah, a
probably
buck 65.
140.
Buck 65. He's a sorority girl on a good day. What the
Wow.
fuck? That's
Oh, that's so.
crazy.
I just that just kind of makes me mad because he was he was a great prospect. I remember he was a big trade target, like trade for in dynasties after his rookie
Yeah.
year. And I actually think you and I made a trade. I think it was Tank for Zay, and I thought that was
Yeah.
pretty even until he got hurt, and I'm just like, it's so
Yep.
sad.
We did do that. Yeah, because that worked out for basically no one, because then Zay did nothing for me that year. I was like, all right, whatever. Nothing for
I
me.
remember I was looking at Zay and I'm like, man, I can't trust this guy. And honestly, I'm glad that Zay's off the board this year. I didn't have the opportunity to pick him because he horrifies me also. What has he done this preseason? He's been hurt so much. I mean, he got paid and I'm sure he will have a decent year, but he's been hurt almost all preseason.
Yeah. I mean, this is interesting. He has gotten better year over year pretty consistently. He got
Mhm.
1,200 yards last year. I didn't know he did that good.
On 86 catches. Yeah,
That's pretty decent.
it's not bad. He
28.
scares me. I can't lie. He scares me.
Yeah, I just don't like a passing offense with Lamar. Like, I know Lamar is an absolute Hall of Famer. You don't just randomly win 2 MVPs. That's not possible. But all you hear is the haters talking about him being a glorified running back, and I mean,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean a little bit. He runs a lot. Like, let's check how many rushing yards would he get per year. Yeah, look at this. Rushing yards. 700, 1200, 1000, 700, 700, 800, 9. Like, what?
Yeah, and then
Dude does run a
you
ton.
add Derrick Henry on top of that.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
should do that.
I mean, how much? I mean, realistically, how many yards does the Ravens offense accumulate per year? How much does that leave him with if Lamar and Derrick Henry are healthy all year, putting up their usual numbers? I mean, Derrick Henry's putting I'd say at least 1,500 yards on the ground a year consistently.
Yep. And it's like that's just the thing too. When the offense is already up, they're not going to pass. Why would you risk an interception? Just keep running it down their throat, especially if you have a 250-pound running back.
And knowing Lamar, he would just hand it off to Derrick Henry, take it himself, or he'll just chuck it down to Mark Andrews
Yep.
for a 5 yard gain.
Yep. And it's worked. That's just the thing. It's like, frankly, Lamar should have won. I think he could have won the Super Bowl 2 years ago if Mark Andrews did not drop that ball in the end zone in the snow against the Bills. You remember that game?
Yeah, I do.
That was the biggest layup I think I've ever seen for a game winner, and Mark Andrews choked. That was disgusting.
You know, and everybody gave him so much hate for that drop. And I'm not saying I didn't hate him either. But come on, man. It's a
He also,
game.
yeah, another thing, I guess. I think that's like one of like 10 drops the entire season for him. Also, like he has arguably the best hands. He is
Yeah.
so consistent.
Yeah. I
Yeah, he
mean,
dropped.
how
Was
many
that
catchable
last year?
targets though? How many catchable targets are there?
Yes,
Because I know
fair.
there's so many times where Lamar's on the run and he's just so inaccurate.
Yeah, so it's like that is tough. That's the one he does
I'm
pretty
looking it
well.
up. Mark Andrews true drops per year. 32 official drops over his 8-year NFL season
That's
career.
unreal. That is
3 drops in 2025, 70 targets, 3 drops on 69 and 24, 3 drops on 61 in 23, 5 drops on 113 targets in 2022.
unreal.
That's insane.
Just unreal. And of course, that's the game. Spotlight's the brightest.
Hmm.
Everyone's watching, and that's the one drop you have. It's like,
Dude,
oh,
that's actually insane. 32 drops, and he probably has over. I mean, he's probably got
well
how
over
many targets?
400.
It's like I'm sure he has like a 90, probably 92 or 93% catch rate. Yeah, catch rate. That's insane.
Yeah, I wonder if I have catch rate on here. No, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, that is just absurd. Absolutely crazy.
Man. Can we talk about one other guy since I know we both like him?
Hit me.
Can we talk about Tet, please? Because
Tataroa McMillan.
please,
Oh,
I
yes.
love him, but I am also slightly horrified of him
Go on.
because yes, Bryce is getting better, and yes, Tet is in his sophomore year. Usually, receivers have better sophomore years than they do rookie years, and Tet performed last year. But man,
Yeah.
he just
Great.
there's just something about him. And like I said, I know both of us love him. You got him at 29, wide receiver 16. I got him at 32, wide receiver 17. I'm right on market. You're slightly ahead.
Yep.
I just there's part of me that doesn't know what's to come in Carolina. Like is
Yeah.
Is his rookie year, is that all that we're gonna get out of him? Like, is that maxed out for what he's gonna perform as? I mean, he finished at, or what did he finish last year as?
Wide
16?
receiver 18.
18? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, is that capped out? I mean,
I
you
think
look at his
not.
touchdown rate. You look at how many targets he had, how many receptions he had. I mean, he had 75 receptions and 7 touchdowns. I mean, and
Yeah.
just over 1,000 yards.
Yeah,
Does
he's
he over project that? Does he under project that? I mean, is he right on that? He's it's tough because I feel like his asking price is kind of around his ceiling in a way. Like where he's being drafted, I feel like is right around his ceiling, and that hurts me to say. How come yours isn't updated? I moved Ted up to 32, so I don't know why it's not updated.
Sure. Good update. We'll see. There we
There you
go.
go. Yeah. I mean, give me your honest opinion because I like him as a player. I don't entirely love his situation. I know Bryce is getting better year by year, but are we drafting him at his ceiling or near his ceiling already? Is it basically set up to be disappointed by if he doesn't repeat what at least what he did last year? I mean, what do you think?
All right. So, is he close to his ceiling? Is the thing. I
And
think
I'm
he
not
is.
saying he can't finish top 10 either. I mean, he's a player of that caliber, but I don't know if he's on the team that can support him to be a top 10 receiver. You know what I'm saying there?
Yeah, he reminds me exactly of a Garrett Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how much we saw Garrett Wilson improve year 1 to 2, but yeah, so it was similar, but then he stepped up again. And I just think, I mean, Ted went 8th overall, and that's pretty uncanny for a wide receiver. I wish I had his target share on here from ASU because he was something like 40%. And if you went by yards in college, I think he had over 50% of all receiving yards at ASU his last year. Just absurd. Like, I think the talent is there. I think he'll take another step forward like most sophomores do year 2. But you are right about Bryce Young. It's like, he got better towards the end. This
I
is
got you.
true.
I got you. 32% of teams' total receptions when he was at Arizona, 44% of the team's totals, and 44% of the team's receiving touchdowns.
It's unreal. He was
I
half
mean,
of the
that's what I'm
offense.
saying. As a prospect, as a player, as a physical athlete, he's unreal. But the
Yeah.
situation and where he's being drafted, I'm
Yeah,
just struggling with whether or not he's worth his asking price.
it's just my only argument is that Bryce Young actually has been getting better. Like as much as we joke about it, second half, I mean, he had a 500-yard passing game. All right,
Mhm.
169 is rough, but that's against San Fran. That makes sense. 200 against the Rams is pretty good. New Orleans has an defense, so 163, that's rough. Tampa Bay, 191, bad. Seattle, 54, but I mean, that's Seattle. They have a
Yeah,
stupid good
Seattle's
defense. And then
ridiculous.
266, 264. So, I mean, if he's averaging 250, I would be pretty happy with Tet. Let me see if I can get his target share percentage. Yeah, his target share was 22%. So,
And mind the
almost 30%
listeners,
over the season.
and mind the
That's
listeners, I have Tet and Bryce in my dynasty league. So I'm not knocking on them entirely because I have them. I have shares of them, but it's just it's a difficult situation to read. I mean, truly.
yeah. I've got all this here,
But
but
yeah, 22% target share on Bryce, probably What?
Last 22 in the last 4 games. Total season 27.
Okay, and that's on
Like
what? I mean, what did Bryce throw last year?
he was at
3,400.
yeah, well, he was getting 7 targets a game. If that helps at all.
And a PPR does save him a little bit.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I think he has a really high floor compared to the people below him. Like a T. Higgins, I think he's got a higher floor than that. T. Higgins definitely has a higher ceiling, just because better
Mm-hmm.
offense. Zay, you could argue with me about. I just like Ted as a better prospect. Ladd, I mean, who knows? They threw it to Quentin Johnston a lot. I'm also a lot higher on Ladd than you guys are. Waddle, he has a way
Lad's
higher
moving up for
floor.
me a little bit.
Yeah. Moore, I think he's got a higher floor. Egbuka, similar situation, but I think Ted has a higher floor. You also don't have to worry about any injuries like Egbuka. Adam, same thing. Terry. So it's like he's got a higher floor. It's that ceiling that you're really worrying about. So
Mm-hmm.
it depends what kind of drafting you're wanting to do here. Where generally in the earlier rounds, I like consistency. That's why I love him so much. But will you be getting 40-point games? Fuck no.
Absolutely not.
Not with Bryce Young. But will you be getting 2-point games? Very unlikely.
I'd be so pleased if I could get a 20-point game out of Tet. Can't even lie to you. Did he have? He had probably one last year, and that was a double. That was a 2 touchdown game, I believe.
Yeah, 1 touchdown it looks like, unless you had the
Oh no,
rushing
the two
touchdown.
touchdown game he even scored 18. So
Oh no, he had a 30-point game.
really, oh that
Yeah,
was
33.
Atlanta. Okay, yeah.
So
Yep.
that makes sense. So yeah, I mean, makes sense going against Seattle where you get just shut out. That's how it goes, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But even against the Rams in the playoffs, he put up 13 points. So I like him. I don't think
I
there's
do
going to
too,
be
man. I do too,
many games.
and that's
It's
why I thought
like,
I'd ask you because I know we're very like minded. I said this before, and we both like him. We've both been high on him since he came into the league. So I figured I'd ask you rather than Derek because Derek probably be shitting on him right now.
Derek's an off with Ted. He's an Igbuka truther, so can't have both. Yeah, I mean, it's also like you kind of got to play the matchup with him. If it's
Mm-hmm.
not a top 5 defense, I'd play him every time. But if you got to worry about him being shadowed or like a Seattle, I guess this year now, who else would be an elite defense? If he plays the Texans, that's scary.
Let me
Just
look at
because,
his.
yeah,
So he
because like,
faces
no,
Chicago week
Philly
one.
will be scary. That will be
That's
scary.
Chicago and Atlanta should be pretty decent games for him.
I think
Cleveland,
first
I would
4.
imagine he gets shadowed by who's the
They
guy they
have
just traded for?
the Jaguars guy,
Yep. I can't think of his name.
Lewis.
Mm, man. Anyway,
I
then
can't
he's got
remember.
Detroit. I could see them. I could see Bryce struggling against Detroit. Then he's
Yeah,
got Philly.
tough.
That's tough. Tampa. I think that could be a good
Be
game,
a
honestly.
shootout. Yep.
Green
Green
Bay
Bay.
depends on if they get Micah back. If they get Micah back, then
Yeah,
I'm
that's
kind of
scary.
scared that game. Denver, I'm horrified of that game.
Yeah.
New
Sertan's gonna
Orleans
shadow him.
actually, New Orleans actually has a pretty decent defense. I'd be
Yeah.
nervous there. Baltimore,
Meh.
I
It
don't
could go
know.
either way.
Yep.
It depends how good Hendrickson is.
I mean,
If he hasn't
really,
lost a step.
it's not that bad of a schedule.
No, Tampa Bay, great. Minnesota, Brian Flores is going to scare the shit out of Bryce
Oh,
Young. That's going to be
yeah.
fun for
So
us
we,
to
we can
watch.
we can talk about KOC, but
And
honestly,
then, oh, that's the worst part. They finish. So if you have him and make it to the championship, Seattle bomb.
yeah.
Gross.
And Pittsburgh. I can't believe Pittsburgh is an A.
Yeah, that
Pittsburgh's
is
defense is
interesting.
usually horrifying. Cincinnati's is so mid. I'm surprised they're an
Yeah.
F. Or is that saying
No, this
Cincinnati's
thing's hard.
defense is an F? Or is it inversed?
Matchup. No. This is matchup. So the higher the grade, the easier it is. Probably because Jordan Battle's actually good.
Yeah, Jordan Battle's solid.
It's just
That's right.
their rush defense is terrible on Cincy. That's why they wanted Williams.
I mean, yeah, I
Sexy
guess
Dexy, I mean.
it's not that bad of a schedule though, realistically.
No, not at all. Well, I mean, I
I mean,
could have told you that if you went here.
I mean, I
forgot
I
about
wouldn't
this.
take him above where he's going, but if you can get him later than where he's going, I think he's a steal.
Oh, actually, it's the 23rd hardest strength of schedule. Interesting.
Well, the middle of the season is tough for them.
Yeah. Interesting. Philly being the easiest is another reason you got to boost up Devonta. All right, we probably got to start wrapping this up here soon.
Yeah, I'm good. I can talk as long as you want. Otherwise, whatever.
I'm thinking I gotta call it then.
I mean, I got to go to bed
Bedtime
pretty
for
quick
me.
here too, man. Get up in the morning and back on the grind.
Back to work. All right. I guess we can call it there. I love ending on Tet.
Yeah,
We'll have
me too.
to get Derek back up to speed on anything then.
Otherwise, he can just watch it maybe.
True. All right.
But yeah, I mean, we can wrap it up. I'm good with that. It was a
I
good
guess.
episode, even though we lost Derek halfway through.
Yeah, that'll do it then. Remember, if you guys agree with any of our takes or disagree, let us know in the comments. We'd always love to hear if you're in agreement or in accordance with us, or if we're too high or too low on someone.
Yeah, absolutely. Leave a comment, share with your friends. Maybe check out the website. It is up and going, so you can find it at the chalkboard, no spaces, .lovable.app. Check it out. Maybe leave some feedback on the website.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us all. Always good luck with your drafts, and we'll see you next week right here on the Chalkboard Academy.